What if I told you that most of what you call your personality is not actually yours? The way you speak, the way you react, the things you like, the things you hate, the fears you carry, the habits you repeat, none of them started with you. They were given to you, slowly, silently, over time. And the most dangerous part is, you never questioned it. You accepted it. You called it me. But think about it. When you were born, you had no opinions, no beliefs, no identity. You didn't know what was right or wrong. You didn't know what to like or dislike. You didn't know who you were. Everything came later. Your family told you how to behave. Your environment showed you what is normal. Your school taught you what is acceptable. And you learned. You adapted. You copied. Not because you chose to, but because you had to. Because, as a child, your only goal was survival. To be accepted, to be loved, to belong. So you adjusted yourself. You changed your behavior to fit the world around you. And little by little, you built a version of yourself that others would accept. Not necessarily who you truly are, but who you needed to be. Think about that. How many things do you believe today, simply because you were told they are true? How many fears do you carry that were never yours to begin with? How many limitations do you accept without ever questioning them? You say, I'm not confident, I'm not disciplined, I'm not good enough. But who told you that? When did that become your identity? Because at some point, someone said something, you experienced something, you felt something, and your mind turned it into a belief, and that belief became your personality. But it didn't stop there. As you grew older, something else took control. The world, social media, content, endless information. You started watching, listening, absorbing other people's opinions, other people's lifestyles, other people's definitions of success. And without realizing it, you started shaping yourself. Based on what you saw, you started thinking like them, acting like them, wanting what they want. Not because it's truly what you want, but because it was repeated enough, and repetition creates reality. Your brain doesn't ask, is this really me? It asks, have I seen this enough to believe it? And once the answer is yes, it accepts it. This is how programming works. Not force, not control, repetition, exposure, time. And now, you are living a life built on patterns that you never chose. You wake up and follow routines that feel normal. You think thoughts that feel natural. You react in ways that feel automatic. Because they are, you are running on a script. A script written by your past, your environment, your experiences. And the problem is, you think you are in control. But you're not fully, because most of your decisions are predictable. Based on patterns, based on conditioning, based on who you were taught to be. So the real question is, who are you? Without all of that, if you remove the beliefs that were given to you, if you silence the noise that shaped you, if you step away from everything you learned, what remains? Would you think the same? Would you act the same? Would you want the same things? Or would you be completely different? This is where awareness begins. Not by changing your life, but by questioning it. Question your thoughts. Why do you think this way? Question your fears. Where did they come from? Question your habits. Did you choose them, or did they choose you? Because the moment you start questioning, you start breaking the program. And that's where freedom begins. Not outside. Inside your mind, you don't need to become someone new. You need to remove what was never you. Layer by layer. Belief by belief. Until what remains is real. Not programmed, not copied, not conditioned, but chosen. Because for the first time, you see clearly, you understand that you are not your past. You are not your patterns. You are not the voice in your head telling you who you are. You are the one who can change it. But only if you wake up. Because the truth is, you've been living on autopilot, and autopilot never leads to transformation. Only awareness does. So ask yourself, one last time, who are you when everything you were taught is stripped away? Because that version of you is still there, hidden, waiting. And the moment you find it, everything changes.